Life is so weird. It's just so weird. I thought that not being on social media, people would notice. And when I say people, obviously some people have noticed and they have messaged me. There's a few that checked up on me and asked me how I was doing, and I appreciate that so much. But then there's people that I thought would care that haven't said a word, and it's been 4 days, which is weird. And these aren't just people that I don't normally talk to. These are people that I talk to every single day, and they're just gone. And I don't know if they're giving me space because they think I need it, or if they just really didn't notice that I'm gone and they really don't care. So I'm like in this position where I'm like, okay, so who are my friends? Who does care about me? You know? It's lonely when I'm here for 9 hours a day by myself most of the time. Courtney and Shawna work basically every day, and some days when Courtney's not working, she still doesn't stay here. She goes and hangs out with other friends and does other things in town. And I stay here because somebody needs to take care of the dogs, and I do everything around the house. And you know, this is my job, to make supper and do the dishes and do the laundry and take care of the dogs, clean the floors, clean the bathrooms. Toilets are gross. But it's my job, and I feel good when I get everything done. But at the same time, I'm very isolated, and not being on social media has isolated me even more. I am still on Messenger, and so people can message me because I don't have service here. So the only way I can communicate with Shawna is through Messenger and iMessage, but sometimes that doesn't even work, and I'm not sure about why. I guess when they go out of service or whatever, it turns the message green, and then it says that it didn't send, and then I don't know when it sends, so I just use Messenger. And I also still use Snapchat, just not as much as I was. I'm just like sending 1 or 2 during the day so that I don't lose my streaks. But anyway, it's weird when you cut yourself off from social media and then like everybody just disappears. It's been years and years and years since I felt like I had like a best friend of my own, other than Shawna. She is my best friend, but I mean like a best friend that's just for me, outside of my relationship, and not friends with Shawna, and like actually best friends with me, like cares about me and wants to hear about my day and checks up on me and wants to hang out. I have people that want to hang out and stuff, but it's not the same. It's been years and years and years. And there's a lot of old best friends. I'm on neutral terms with them, but we're not close anymore. And it breaks my heart because I've never found anything close to that ever again. And it confuses me because I don't even know if that was real. I feel like a lot of people use people. And I'm the type of person, I'm always going out of my way to make sure other people are doing well and asking them how they're doing. And I don't let stupid like grudges and stuff like keep me from people, or allow me to hate people, because I don't want to be one of those people. I don't hold grudges and I don't hate people, and I'm always trying to fix whatever's going on. And there's just so many people who are jealous and mean and rude, and they let things get in the way. And I'm not talking about specific people, but like, well, I am. I am talking about specific people, but what I'm trying to say is, since I've been talking for the last like 4 minutes, I've been talking about a whole bunch of different situations and not really going into detail about who or what I'm talking about. But not really going into detail about who I'm talking about, because it's actually more than one person. It's multiple. I have family that disappoints me a lot. I have friends that disappoint me a lot. Everybody disappoints me. And I'm not saying that I should be special and everybody should just drop everything they're doing and like make life awesome for me. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes you'll give and you don't receive back what you give. And I get that. It doesn't matter how nice you are to a person. That doesn't mean they'll be nice back to you in the same way, or even close, or even notice what you're doing, or care about what you're doing. And I think that's a really hard thing to realize and accept. I put a lot of time and effort into how I treat people and trying to make them feel wanted and loved, and ain't nobody making me feel wanted and loved. I got Pepe, he makes me feel loved, and I got Shawna, and everybody else, and I don't mean this with any disrespect if you think you're somebody who has been giving me love and whatever. I do appreciate even the smallest gestures, and I do see you, you know, like Patty is an amazing person, and Oliver's amazing, and Kim's amazing, and I don't want to, Val's amazing. If I start listing, then I'm going to forget people, but what I'm trying to say is you guys are amazing, but you're also far away. Patty's not super far away anymore, but I don't get to see her very often. So I don't have like human interaction, like face to face with people that I care about and that care about me. And it's really, really hard on me right now. I'm alone, I'm lonely, and nobody's gonna see this for a long time. So basically I'm just talking to myself, but maybe it'll all make sense to everybody else later. Maybe nobody will care. I don't know. I'm just in this really weird place in my life right now. I'm not depressed. I'm fine. I'm just lonely and sad. And I'm not always lonely and sad. It comes in waves. I'm normal. I'm a human being. And, you know, sometimes I just feel like I'm in prison because I'm here all by myself, and I got the dogs, but they don't speak English, and not too many people are talking to me. It's just hard. I wish that I didn't have mental issues and I could get out, get my license, get a job, be independent. You can hear it in my voice. I'm a mess. I'm really hard on myself, but at the same time, I'm not hard enough on myself. But then I know if I go way too hard, then it's depression, and then it's laying in bed and it's doing nothing, and I've come so far, I don't want to go back there. I'm just rambling on, and this is for me later, because I hope that I can watch this in 2 or 3 years and I'll have kids and I can look around and say I made it. And I've said this a whole bunch of times, but this right here means nothing. It doesn't mean anything to me because I don't have a family, and all I want is a family. I just want to raise some kids and give them what I never had, and pay attention to them and listen to them and watch them become who they want to become, and not tell them who they should be or lead them a certain way. I just want them to lead the way, and I just want to be there to support them and to guide them through life and show them everything I love, and hope that maybe they love some of the things I love. It's just really hard because this isn't the life I wanted. It isn't the life I planned. There's so many good things about it. Like Shawna, she's Shawna is a wonderful part of my life that I would never, ever, ever give up for anything. But there's so much else that just, it's not right, and I just gotta let the dream die. It is dying. I'm getting older, and things aren't happening the way I wanted them to happen. And it's okay, but at the same time, it's scary because what if I don't make it to be a parent? What if I die before I get the chance? It scares me, and people say, oh no, you'll live a long life, but you don't know. Everybody has cancer. So many people are dying in accidents, and you know, I got the health issues with my stomach, and I'm fine. Like, maybe I'm not fine, I don't know. The doctor didn't really clear up things. He just said that I do have ulcers and that my stomach is inflamed and that I got to keep taking the pills. Malachi just scared me. But my stomach still does hurt, and I am taking pills, and it's not helping. 1 second. Malachi just really likes to bark at squirrels, but what I'm trying to say is I'm just scared, you know? I want to get the chance to live out my dream, and my dream is to have a family. It's as simple as that. I don't need a fancy house. I don't need any cars. I don't drive, and I don't care to drive. I don't need a lot of money. I don't need I don't need materialistic things. I just want my family, and I want to travel if I can do that. It's hard. It's hard when you have depression and anxiety. It's so hard because everything's stacked against me in that sense, and then I'm transgender on top of that, so then I can't have biological children. So that's like another thing, and it's just hard. And I know people have it way worse, but for me, these are the worst things that I deal with, and it's hard. Like I said, I just hope I can look back at this in a few years and know that I made it and have nothing to worry about. Obviously, I'll have things to worry about, but I mean, as far as having a family. Anyway, it is super hot in here. Whew, I'm like baking. I'll see you guys whenever I pick up the camera next. And I mean, you'll see this months from now.